All right, today's lesson is 67% of change. What's our objective, class? Get ready?
67% of change.
Percent of change. Today you're going to learn how to use ratio tables to solve percent of change problems. Percents when they increase. For example, the population in Tooele County rose 3% this year. Or I got 30% off the retail price when I was shopping on my new dress. So we're going to learn how to set up a table, and they're really cool to solve once you fill in the right boxes. There's some wording to be very careful of. So if you see the wording, the dress was on sale for 30% off, make sure you know that's different than I paid 40% of. Now we've done ofs a lot. Of means times, right? What does of mean? Get ready?
Times.
Times. But 30% off is something different. In our tables, we're going to make this as a subtraction. We're going to be subtracting 30% off, all right? And I'll show you how to work that. Some other words to be careful of is if it says I paid, or the sale price, or the retail price, those are all the same thing, okay? That's your final price, is what you paid, or the sale price, that's your final sales price, and the retail price. Oh, actually, sometimes the retail price, that's what's on the sticker. Sometimes you pay the retail price, that's the final price. Wholesale price sometimes throw kids off. Like, I don't understand what wholesale is. Well, what happens is, say Kohl's orders 100,000 sweaters from Indonesia, and they buy it at wholesale directly from Indonesia, and they pay like $5 per sweater. They're paying a wholesale price, okay? Well, then they mark it up and market maybe $10 or $15, and that's what we end up paying. So that's the retail, or the marked up price. That's retail price, okay? So that's what they're selling it for, but they might have bought it for a cheaper price. So keep in mind, there's a starting price and an ending price sometimes. Right? AJ?
Wholesalers buy in bulk, though, and they sell bulk.
Wholesalers like Costco will buy things in bulk, and sometimes they don't mark up their wholesale price very much, and you get a really good deal. So let's try this one. This is what our ratio, our percent of change table will look like. This is the new row that you guys get to learn today. It's when the change in percentage happens, either an increase or decrease, we put a row right here. So it'll start at 100%, we might subtract off 30%, we'll have a new percentage, and then you put your actual count here. So Donna buys a dress. She buys it at 30% off. We have a change. So we started at 100%, and we changed because we got 30% off the price. And what did she pay? It says Donna bought a dress for $42. So if you say it again, Donna bought a dress for $42. Was that what the dress started as, or is that what she paid?
She paid.
That's what she paid. That's $42. So this goes here. This is her final paid price. The question says, what was the original price of the dress? So original price, this is our X. Is there anything else in our table that we can fill out just by kind of figuring things out on the table? Jacob?
You can figure out the new price of the percentage.
The new percentage, right? So it would do 100 minus 30, and it's 70%. So could I say that this dollar, this paid price, is 70% of the original? Yeah. So this is 30% off. This is 70% of the original price, which that's what we're going to find out. So once you've got two pairs, circle the pair so you know which numbers to work with. We're going to set up a proportion. What are we setting up? Get ready?
Proportion.
A proportion. Jake, can you save it for just 1 second? Hold on. So we're going to go 100 over 70 equals X over 42. It's a ratio, right? So that their values are proportionate. Now we're going to cross multiply to solve. There's actually an easier way than cross multiply it. Since my X is already on top, if I just times 42 on both sides, 42's cancel and X is now alone. So I'm just going to go 42 times 100 divided by 70, and I'm going to simplify before I calculate. Look, divide by 10, divide by 10. Divide by 7, divide by 7. 6 times 10, boom. Now we just saved a bunch of calculator work. $60 does it make sense if her dress started at $60, we had a discount, 30% off, and then she paid $42? Makes sense, right? Could I figure out this one if I wanted?
Yes.
How would I do that, Maddie? You were nodding.
Isn't it 18?
Yes. 60 minus 42, or you do 30% of 60. Yeah. Jacob?
Why would you circle in your portions? Why would you circle 160 and 70?
Because you have to identify which numbers to use. You want to identify a pair that you know, and then a pair that you want to know. So that's why I say, hey, we're using these numbers and these numbers. I don't really care about these. Don't need them. Okay, so that's a good question. Bethany?
So when we do those tables, is that would take 42 divided by 70, and before I get there, and we multiply it by 100, would that still work?
You did 42 multiplied by 70 divided by that one.
So I divided 42 by 70, and multiplied it by 100.
Yeah, actually, because if you look at what we did when we cross-multiplied, if you did it like this, you would do 42 times 100 divided by 70. Yeah. So that, I guess that would be a shortcut way to do it. Okay. All right, I got one more for you. The median price of a house in a neighborhood rose 20% in 1 year. We like that, homeowners, because then our property values go up. So 20% in 1 year to $280,000. So if you fill out our table, the question is $288,000, Colin. If it rose to this amount, is that our starting amount, our change, or is that our final amount? Alex? The final amount. And this is the actual, so we'll put dollars right here. $288,000. Okay? It rose 20%. That's a change. So I know my percent of change is going to be a rose or a plus 20%. And I know my original is always 100%. What value goes here? Think. All right, get ready?
80%.
Ooh, I heard two numbers. I heard 80 and I heard 120. Our past tables, we always subtract, but in this one, it's a plus. So we're going to add it. So it's going to be 120%. What?
120%.
At 120% because it increased. So it started 100. The value went up. 120% was the final percent. What's the question asking? By how many dollars did the median price increase? Is it asking for the original price or the increase in price? The increase. All right, so we're going to put our X right here. So now is where I like to say, okay, so what numbers am I going to work with? This pair is what I want to know. I want to work with that one, and I know both of these, so I don't even care about that. I'm not even going to look at it. 20 over 100 equals X over 288,000. Again, since my X is on top, if I just simply times both sides by 288,000, I can isolate X. 288,000. 288,000. Can I clean things up here a little bit? All right, zeros are going to go away if I divide top and bottom by 10. 2 into 12 goes once and 6. So really, I've got 288. Someone's going to type that in really quick. 288,000 divided by 6. Who's got that? AJ, you've got the calculator. What do you got? 288,000 divided by 6?
48,000.
What is it?
48,000.
48,000. That's our X. That's our change amount. Let's put it in and see if it makes sense. If we had some starting dollar amount, we added $48,000 of value, and we ended at 288,000. Yeah, that makes sense. Could we figure out our starting amount if we wanted to? We could. We would just subtract these, right? 240. So I started here. I added some new value on. Now it's my ending value, so homeowners are happy. Give me a thumbs up if it makes sense. All right, good. Practice set. Let's have a stand-up break for 20 seconds. We are on 4:54. As soon as you've taken your break, you get your problems.